Alrighty, what's going on, guys? We are back again with another Supercross rewind. This time, the San Francisco round. Um, yeah, Supercross rewind on San Francisco. And boy, was it eventful. Shoot, where do we even start? Don't know who walked away with the red plate in 250s, but I know it wasn't RJ who kept it. Which, we'll touch on it in a little bit, but yeah, the unpredictability of Supercross, man. That's what I was talking about in the first video. Yeah, the unpredictability of Supercross. We are here on San Diego, not San Francisco. There wasn't a San Diego or a San Francisco track on here. San Fran got taken off of the schedule, I guess, before people started making custom Reflex tracks, and so I just, we picked San Diego instead of San Francisco. Holy whoop section. Proper whoops. That's a proper whoop section. This track's sick. By a dude named KZ, I believe. I'm actually using his thumbnail for the thumbnail. But yeah, RJ, Joe Shimoda, both of them had some pretty questionable rides. I mean, not questionable. It's a mud race. What do you expect during a mud race? This is that's what I meant when there's just Supercross is super unpredictable. Who the hell won the 250 class? Was it? Damn. I know Chase won the 450 class, and I know that's what most people want to talk about, but I do want to talk about the 250s a little bit. RJ, Joe, they both kind of crashed, had some bad races, didn't have the best races this weekend. RJ lost the red plate. I don't think it was like the red plate was too much on his mind or anything. It just, dude, it's a mud race. This is what I meant by like, Supercross is super unpredictable. Who the hell won? I literally am trying to rack my brain on who won, and I'm sorry, but I can't recall who won. I wanted to get this video out to y'all yesterday, but to be honest, it was just too fucking cold to record in my fucking stream/record room. Where I live, it's about, well, yesterday it was like 7 degrees, so it was 7 degrees, and my stream room has a metal floor, so yeah, it just was not happening yesterday of recording. Today, we're getting it out to y'all, but yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna get this triple again. Yes, I am. I forget who won the 250s. Good racing though. It was definitely some good racing. Everyone's saying that Deegan's hurt and is gonna miss the or not gonna miss, but is gonna be hurt during the East Coast opener. Look, again, I don't care what media outlet says it unless it comes straight from Deegan himself or Rockstar Yamaha. Monster Energy. Why did I say Rockstar? Got the Rockstar Husky on my mind still. Thanks. The Monster Energy account with the Yamahas. Yeah. Unless it's from those two, not gonna believe it. Everybody's saying that he's hurt. Like I said, don't believe it until it comes from the horse's mouth himself. So there's that. We'll see. I'm doing terrible this lap. Now, on to the 450s. Like I said, I said that they needed to come out this week and put a stop to what Jet did, or it was going to be a long season for them, or a long, boring season for them. And yeah, they did exactly what they needed to. They came out and put a stop to what Jet was doing. And again, this is what I mean by Supercross is just so unpredictable. He didn't even, like, it's not like he almost had the race and oh, he just got barely outrode by someone, and that's why he's not gonna have a perfect. No, like he straight up came out and had a bad race. Like Jet this week versus Jet last week, two completely different Jets. But again, that's Supercross. It's unpredictable. There's mud. There's this and that. You and especially in mud. I tried to get that triple over. I probably need to, on some of these custom Supercross tracks, I probably need to set it to where I have more acceleration than top speed. But yeah, I said that they needed to come out and put a stop to it, and Chase did. Chase came out, dude. He looked incredible all day long. Was right there in practice. Was not right there in practice. I'm pretty sure he did have the fastest lap time in practice. Did he not? Um, Came out, had a good heat race. Jet again didn't look the best all day long, and then in the main he came out, went down. Chase got the whole shot and checked out. What did I tell y'all on Eli Tomac's behalf? Dude, even in the mud this week, Eli looked way better than he did last week. And like he even posted on his Instagram, he even posted it on his Instagram that him and A1 don't always get along. Before last year, Tomac's average finish at A1 was 10th. So it's not like a 8th, ninth, 10th place A1 for Eli Tomac is an anomaly. That's what I was saying. He came out and just rode a quiet 8th, ninth place, and there was a bunch of people that were all sound the alarm. Tomac's fucking done. He came back for no reason at all. Well, again, he never gets along with A1. He came back from absolutely like I know that there's some analysis is and stuff that are talking about the fact that Achilles is a career-ending injury. Dude, do you not realize that destroying every ligament and tendon in your shoulders as a motocross racer is also a career-ending injury that he's come back from? So he's come back from one career-ending injury already. That dude just annihilated himself. He's already come back from one ending injury. Oh my God, spit it out, Junior. And again, he didn't win the championship the year that he came back from injury. Jason Anderson did, but keep in mind that year Jason Anderson beat Ryan Dungey, he beat Tomac, he beat Roxon, he beat Osborne, he beat a lot of good guys that year. Osborne may have still been on the 250s, but he beat a lot of good guys that year. So it's not like good. Oh, I almost just got my head sent to the cheap seats. But yeah, it's not like he came out and didn't ride good that year either. He just Jason was on it that year. Jason was on his shit oh my lord. Jason was on his shit that year, and oh yeah, got the triple over. Oh, but didn't get that one. Tried to mad skills the next triple. Yeah, Jason was just on it that year, so he just beat everybody straight up. I think that Tomac had a chance to win it that year as well did Dungey. No, was that the year that Dungey broke his neck? I think that might have been the year that Dungey broke his neck, and then the next year is the year that he won it. I may be a little mistaken on my timeline there, but yeah. It's not like Tomac didn't ride good the year he came back from absolutely annihilating both shoulders, another career-ending injury. Yeah, he just got straight up beat that year. It is a stacked class this year. It is a very stacked class this year, but this is where Tomac knows how to win championships and why he's still one of the favorites to win the championship, in my opinion. Even after, he got 8th the first round, so it's not. Oh my God, I just folded myself like a lawn chair. So it's not like he did terrible. Again, he just wanted to get through A1 and not lose points. Like if he would have got 0 points at A1, that's the only thing that I feel like would have been a failure to Tomac at A1. Anything else than that, anything other than that was perfectly fine, and we're moving on to San Francisco like he did. And yeah, like I said, they put a stop to Jet. Jet did not have a good weekend. He crashed. I think he ended up getting eighth, ninth, or 10th. So there's a chance that him and Tomac just did a flip flop in points. So like that's um that's what's crazy about this whole stuff, especially the Supercross stuff. It's super. You've got to be consistent, and even with like, I get it. Jet just won 24 races outdoors, but he's been racing like we've raced outdoors our entire life. So literally all of these outdoor races are just another race to us. This Supercross stuff, we have to, especially the foreign dudes, they do not ride Supercross. Like they don't race Supercross ever. So they have to learn, like they come over here and have to learn Supercross. I get the Lawrence brothers have been doing it for a while now, but still, he's never raced Supercross on a 450. Before he started riding Supercross, he had never even ridden Supercross. So, well, maybe he had, but I don't think so. Again, they don't have that stuff over there, so he never had the need to practice or ride Supercross. So it's a whole different animal than what he's been used to his whole life. So that's why I'm saying, like, yeah, he came out, made history, but him going on a 16, 17, 18 win streak and just winning every single race this year, not gonna happen. Well, clearly didn't think it was gonna happen, but not gonna happen. I said that he could prove me wrong if everybody doesn't come out at at San Francisco and put a stop to what he was doing, but Chase Sexton did. Eli Tomac did. Eli came out and responded. Like that's everyone was like, "Oh, Tomac, we'll see how he responds." Well, now we're gonna see how Jet responds. Now we get to see how Jet responds. We've seen him do this. Like we've seen Jet respond in 250s, but even then, like Jet never really finished outside of the top five on 250s. So it's like we're going to really see how Jet responds this year against this. Outdoors, he never had to respond. He just went the next week with the confidence and hey, yeah, no pressure. No pressure. Like I get that he was on a flawless season, but like at the point of him being 6 races in and Chase being out of it and him being flawless, there was no once Chase came back, there was nobody who was going to beat him. There was nobody that was going to take it to him. So there was no pressure to him, even to keep the 24 streak alive. Like even if he had not won all 24 motos, he still would have won the championship. So even like there was no pressure in this situation. There's pressure to respond. Like Jet just won everything, and then he didn't even get a top five. So everybody's looking at Jet. How is he going to respond? Everyone else has already replied. They didn't win the first race. How's Chase going to respond? How's Eli going to respond? How's Jason going to respond? How's Cooper going to respond? How's everybody going to respond? And they did. I get that it was a mud race, so like the whole Cooper Webb not getting a podium or not coming back strong as he was last week. Cooper's never really been a good mud rider, so I'm not going to hold that against him. But everybody's responded. But now it's literally just on Jet to respond now. Like even Hunter's responded. Hunter responded by making it to the main. Hunter had a terrible, terrible 450 debut, but he came out this week and qualified. He made it to the main, so he responded. It's all on Jet now to respond, and so we're gonna see how he handles the real pressure. I understand he's been on a 250, but he's up against some big boys now. He's up against Tomac. He's up against Anderson. He's up against Webb. He's up against Mookie. He's up against Sexton, Cincerillo, Barsha. Like all of these guys are big dudes, big names, and he's up against him and has to reply to him and respond to him like, "Hey, we told you you're not gonna do this to us. Try and do it to us." So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this year. It's gonna be fun racing. It's gonna be seriously fun to watch how these races in the season unfolds. Um, Depending on how it goes, yeah, I really do think that Tomac could go out his redemption year with a championship. Uh, and Jet might have to get it done. It would be poetic for it to end the way that it did for Tomac and Jet, because Tomac was the next generation after Dungy, and Tomac tried to put it to Dungy and wasn't able to. So this would just be very poetic for Tomac on his last year, his theoretical last year, to hold off the next generation in Jet and Chase, just like Dungy did to him. So it would just be super poetic, and I think I think if anyone's gonna do it, it is gonna be Tomac. He's a bad motherfucker, dude. Like I really think he is one of the last gladiators who, dude, if if everything's able to do it, I'm gonna do it. If it's a sprained ankle, if it's a sprained shoulder, something, if I can still ride with it, if it's not a blown out Achilles, I'm doing it. I'm going after this championship, and yeah, I really think that Tomac's got a really good shot at it this year. I know so does Chase, so do all of them, but I really do think that the worry that everyone had about Tomac after round one, I think he'll be fine. So yeah, that's my thoughts on San Francisco, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that like button, and we will see you next time. Hey, bro.